Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to Social Science class. In the previous classes, we discussed about the First World War and the development of fascism in Italy and Nazism in Germany under the leadership of Mussolini and Hitler respectively. Today, we are going to discuss about the Second World War that lasted from 1939 to 1945. Now, let us discuss about the circumstances or the causes of the Second World War. The first and the foremost reason of the Second World War was the unilateral and unjust provisions of the Treaty of Versailles. The unilateral means an action or decision affecting only one country. Unjust means without any justice. A peace conference was convened at Paris in 1919 to discuss the post-war situation under the leadership of the victorious powers. Following the Paris Peace Conference in 1919, the victorious nation signed different treaties with the defeated nations. The most important among them was the Treaty of Versailles. According to this treaty, the victorious nations shared the colonies of the defeated nation. Neither Germany nor Italy had any colony or market. In addition to this provision, there were a number of other provisions were in this treaty. All these provisions were against Germany. Thus, this unilateral and unjust provisions of the Treaty of Versailles was one of the main reasons of Second World War. The second reason of the Second World War was the policy of aggression by Italy and Germany. As a result of the provisions of the Treaty of Versailles, Germany lost their colonies and Italy got nothing though she was with the victors in the First World War. This led to political and economic instability. What was the reason of political and economic instability in Italy and Germany? As a result of the Treaty of Versailles, Germany lost their colonies and Italy got nothing though she was with the victors in the First World War. Italy and Germany planned to conquer colonies and attack weak nations for enhancing political and economic stability. That is, when economic and political instability existed in Italy and Germany, they planned to conquer colonies and attack weak nations for enhancing their political economic stability. Thus, this policy of aggression was the reason of the Second World War. The third reason was the emergence of fascism and Nazism. Number of reasons that led to the origin of fascism and Nazism. Among these, the Treaty of Versailles imposed by the victors of the First World War on Germany was the main reason of the emergence of Nazism in Germany. And even though Italy was in the victorious side, Italy got nothing at the time of the sharing the benefits of the First World War by the victorious powers was the reason of the emergence of fascism in Italy. The next reason of the Second World War was the formation of military alliances. Like that of First World War, at the time of the Second World War also, the military alliances were formed. They were Axis powers and Allied powers. The name of these military alliances were Axis powers and Allied powers. The members of the Axis powers were Italy, Germany and Japan. The members of the Allied powers were Britain, France and China. Later, America and Soviet Union joined with the Allied powers. Remember, dear students, who were the members of the Axis powers? Italy, Germany and Japan. Who were the members of Allied powers? Britain, France, China, America and Soviet Union. The next reason was the failure of League of Nations. After the First World War, in order to avoid a war in future, an international organization was formed, that was League of Nations. But this League of Nations failed to control the attacks of the Axis powers. This was another reason of the Second World War. Another reason of the Second World War was the policy of appeasement. What is policy of appeasement? After the formation of the military alliances, as a part of the policy of aggression, when Germany, Italy and Japan, that is Axis powers, attacked other nations, the capitalist countries, Britain and France, that is the members of the Allied powers, did not prevent the attacks. That is, when Germany, Italy and Japan attacked other nations, the opposite group known as Allied powers such as Britain and France did not prevent the attacks. They considered Soviet Union being a socialist country as their chief enemy. This policy, which encouraged fascist attack, is known as the policy of appeasement. That is, in spite of controlling the attacks of Germany, Italy and Japan, Britain and France supported the fascist attack. This policy, which encouraged fascist attack, is known as the policy of appeasement. The best example of the policy of appeasement was Munich Pact. What is Munich Pact? Czechoslovakia was an independent state which came into being after the First World War. Sudetenland, a part of Czechoslovakia, was predominantly inhabited by the people of German origin. Czechoslovakia was formed after the First World War, and Sudetenland, a part of Czechoslovakia, was predominantly inhabited by the people of German origin. That is, the majority of the people of Czechoslovakia, Sudetenland, was belonging to German people. Hitler decided to annex this region, which was an industrial center also, which means that there were two reasons for Hitler demanded Czechoslovakia. One, majority of the people belonging to German origin. Sudetenland was the major industrial center in Czechoslovakia. When German army reached its border, Czechoslovakia appealed to Britain and France for help. But these countries helped Hitler. In September 1938, the representatives of Britain, France, Germany and Italy met in the German city of Munich and approved the claim of Germany over Sudetenland. Sudetenland was to be ceded to Germany. Thus, Munich Pact was an important example of the policy of appeasement. The last reason of the Second World War was Germany attacked Poland. Why did Germany attack Poland? Hitler demanded Polish corridor and the city of Danzig from Poland, which separated East Prussia from Germany. Hitler demanded two places. One is Polish corridor and the next one is the city of Danzig. Polish corridor separated East Prussia from Germany. But Poland did not agree. So Germany attacked Poland. This prompted the Allied nations to declare war against Germany. This resulted in the outbreak of the Second World War. This was the last reason of the Second World War. Germany attacked Poland because Germany demanded Polish corridor and the city of Danzig from Poland, but Poland did not agree. So Germany attacked Poland and Allied nations declared war against Germany. Now let us discuss about the effects of the war. The entry of Soviet Union and America changed the course of the Second World War. Why did Soviet Union enter into the Second World War? It had one reason. In 1939, Germany signed a non-aggression pact with the Soviet Union. Non-aggression pact means the agreement not attack each other. According to this pact, both the countries agreed not to attack each other. But emboldened by the recent victories, emboldened means confidence to do something. In the beginning, initial success of the Second World War was along with Hitler. So, receiving the confidence from these victories, Hitler invaded Soviet Union in June 1941 by ignoring Non-Aggression Pact. In the year 1939, Germany signed an agreement with the Soviet Union not to attack each other. But what happened later? In the year 1941, by ignoring this Non-Aggression Pact, Hitler invaded Soviet Union. German army conquered many parts of Russia. Then Soviet Union directly entered into the Second World War. Why did America enter into the Second World War? In 1941, that is in the same year, Japan attacked Pearl Harbor, the American naval base in the island of Hawaii situated in Pacific Ocean. In the year 1941, Japan attacked Pearl Harbor. What is it? The American naval base in the island of Hawaii situated in Pacific Ocean. This directly resulted in the American entry into the Second World War. When Italy and Germany surrendered, the victory of Allied powers was sure. The Soviet army moved towards Japan through the Trans-Siberian route. Before they reached Japan, America dropped an atom bomb in Hiroshima on 6th August and in Nagasaki on 9th August 1945. On 15th August, Japan surrendered. Thus ended the Second World War. Thus in the Second World War, Allied powers got victory. Now let us discuss about the consequences of the Second World War. We already discussed about the consequences of the First World War. Here the points are more or less the same. First one, over 10 million people died. Second one, economic system of European country was destroyed. Next one, European dominance in the world diminished. That is the importance of the supremacy of Europe in the world diminished. Freedom movements in Asia and Africa intensified. That is, after the First World War, freedom movements in Asian and African colonies strengthened. It was again intensified after the Second World War. America and Soviet Union emerged as the global powers. That is, in the world, two global powers emerged, America and Soviet Union. Then the last point, in a bid to preserve and maintain world peace, the United Nations Organization was formed. That is, in order to avoid a war in future, after the First World War, one international organization was formed. Its name was League of Nations. It was a failure. So after the Second World War, another international organization formed. It was UNO. Thus today we discussed about the following main points: the causes of the Second World War, the military alliances formed in the Second World War, effects of the Second World War, and the consequences or the impact of the Second World War. Students, please study well this portion.